The Adventures of Kitty Smoke and Her Friends by Alexander Burns Cook for Marigold. My name is Kitty Smoke, and I am a tugboat. I am also 100 years old. My job is to help much bigger boats get into port safely. My builders named me Kitty Smoke when they saw how much smoke my engine made. In fact, sometimes I made so much smoke, I made people nearby sneeze. When I was young, I was known as the strongest and most powerful tugboat on the Great Lakes. When I got older, younger tugboats pushed me aside. "You are too old for such important work." This made me very sad. I did not feel too old at all. One day, a boy named Mark, his grandfather, Captain Inch, and the captain's cat, Cookie, found me at the very back of the shipyard where I had been left to rot. I was a sad sight to see. But Mark saw past my rusting smokestack, peeling paint, and broken windows. He was excited to come aboard and walk my deck. He was amazed to see my once powerful engine. And he loved to ring my brass bell. Mark's imagination ran wild, and so did the captain's. Later, when they returned home to the captain's study, Mark asked his grandfather, "Could we make Kitty Smoke sail again, Grandpa? Could we fix her up to guide the big boats into port safely?" With a twinkle in his eye, the old captain said, "Maybe, just maybe." Captain Inch had worked for many years on Great Lakes boats, and he knew just the people to ask for help. His old friends at the shipyard were happy to volunteer their time to put me back in service. Carpenters sawed new planks for my hull and deck. Boilermakers repaired my worn, rusty engine. Glazers replaced my windows and polished the new glass until it sparkled. Painters added all of the finishing touches. I almost looked brand new. When the volunteers finished their work, everyone in the shipyard was proud. The captain said, "Thank you. You have done an amazing job on Kitty Smoke." We all celebrated with a wonderful party attended by everyone in the town. At the end of the party, Mark broke a special bottle on my bow to show I was ready to work again, just like in the old days. The crowd cheered and sent me down into the river to start my new life with Mark, Cookie, and Captain Inch, my new crew and best friends. But there was a problem. When Captain Inch spoke to the crews on the big boats about work, they all laughed. "Kitty Smoke may look good, but that tug needs more than paint and polish to guide the big boats," they said. My crew and I were sad. So we got to work. Day after day, we practiced and practiced all of the moves we would need if we were called for help. But no one called. The captain even let Mark practice steering me into port, with Cookie watching for trouble. "Keep her steady, Mark, and you will make a good captain someday," praised his grandfather. We all knew we were ready, but still, no one called us for help. Sometimes, when we were done practicing, I took the crew fishing. We caught perch and walleye. Cookie always caught the most fish. One day, Captain Inch pointed to some black clouds over the lake and said, "This is going to be a bad storm. We had better get back to port." Just as we reached port, the winds began to roar and the waves slammed me into the dock. The rain and hail fell like the entire sky had opened above our heads. And in the distance, the big boat Iron Queen called out for help. "Come on, Kitty," the captain shouted over the wind. "The Iron Queen needs our help." Without hesitation, we steamed back into the lake to save the big boat Iron Queen. This is what we practice for, I thought. I know we can do this. I know Kitty Smoke can steam her way through the storm, the captain thought. Mark looked scared as the storm grew worse and the waves climbed higher and higher. My captain called on his lifetime of skills to steer me close to the Iron Queen. I answered his commands with all my might. Once the tow line was attached, my engines hummed and every plank in my hull strained as we pulled the Iron Queen to safety. "We did it! We saved the big boat," Mark exclaimed. As the storm passed, the sky cleared and the stars came out to shine. "We did it, Kitty Smoke, just like old times," said my captain. As we guided the Iron Queen into port the next morning, we couldn't believe our eyes. The riverbanks were lined with cheering townspeople. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray for Kitty Smoke and her crew. After we tied up at the dock, the captain of the Iron Queen invited Captain Inch, Mark, and Cookie for breakfast on his boat. This was quite an honor. The Iron Queen's captain said, "Your days of just practicing and fishing are over. I will call all the captains of the big boats and tell them they must call Kitty Smoke whenever they need help." With help from Captain Inch and Mark, I finally got what I wanted, the chance to help others. And guess what Cookie got for breakfast? A delicious fish. But that is not the end of my story. My crew and I saved the Iron Queen nearly 30 years ago. Today, Mark is my captain, and his daughter Marigold sails with us just like Mark did as a boy. Now, Marigold always wears a life vest when she is on board. Also, Captain Mark replaced my old smoky steam engine with a new cleaner engine. I blow a lot less smoke, and nobody ever sneezes. The end.